guys, welcome back. So what we're looking at today is 7.4, congruent triangles. So what we're looking at here in this first part is given the figures in each sketch with congruent angles and sides marked. First, list the parts of the figures that correspond. For example, number 1, angle C is congruent to angle R. Then determine if a reflection occurred as part of the sequence of transformations that was used to create the images. So we also know that CB is congruent to RS based on the tick marks. So whoops, let me get the right color out. So CB is congruent to RS. We also know that CA is congruent to RT. CA is congruent to RT. Now, was there a reflection that would have taken our first triangle to our second one? Yes, there would be some sort of reflection that happened in there to get between these. So same idea for this second one here. Obviously, there's a lot more angles and sides to deal with, but it's just pairing up the ones that are congruent versus the ones that aren't, okay? So we're looking at a lot of congruence. So congruence is your key word for this lesson, congruence. So explain whether or not the triangles are congruent, similar, or neither based on the markings. So this first one is congruent by side, side, side. We know all three sides are congruent in this. Now, 4 is similar because we only know about the angles. This is by angle, angle, angle. If all the angles are the same, then we know they have to be similar triangles. But we don't know that they have to be congruent triangles. All right, this one down here, number 8, we have an angle, a side, and a side. This is not one that we can ever take and prove is congruent. Sometimes they are, but most times they're not, so this is neither. All right, the next section, using the given congruent statements, draw and label 2 right triangles that have the proper corresponding parts congruent to each other. So drawing a right triangle, we have X, Y, Z. Drawing another triangle, we have K, L, M. So you want to make sure that they're in the same order and your middle value has your right angle. All right, next section, solving equations and finding recursive rules for sequences. So we have 3t minus 4 all over 5 equals 5. So first we want to take and get rid of the 5 in the denominator, so we multiply. So now we have 3t minus 4 equals 25. Now we add 4 over. So we have 3t equals 29. And last step is just to divide by 3. So our answer is t equals 29 over 3. So you're just solving for t. So in that one, we could actually solve it. We can actually solve in 12. In 14 and 13, these are literal equations, so we'll be rearranging the equation. So such as in 14, I'm going to add t over. So we have x, y equals 14t plus w. Subtract the w. So now I have xy minus w equals 14t. Divide by 14. So x, y minus w all over 14 is what t equals. All right, and our last section, how do we go from 5 to 15 to 45? What's the rule? Well, we're multiplying by 3. So now equals previous times 3. How do we go from a half to a fourth to an eighth? Well, now equals previous times 1/2. All right, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.